Yes, it's true. I watched Indiana Jones for the first time. What's happening, guys? Back at you with the nerd video. So in this video, it's just going to be um, basically what happened recently is I actually watched Indiana Jones for the first time. Yep, that's true. I have actually watched Indiana Jones for the first time. Basically, I did watch all four movies that we have right now so far for Indiana Jones. So decided to go and check them out. I really haven't actually seen them really fully before, and it's just one of those things that's like I never got around to watching them. I never had family even introduce them to me or try to make me watch them or anything either. Like nobody really suggested me to watch these movies really before. So with the new one coming out with Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, I decided to go ahead and check out Indiana Jones for the first time, see if I actually will like it, if it lives up to the hype and all that, different things like that. So I went ahead and watched all four movies. I want to at least go through all four movies and just basically give my thoughts on it. What do I think about Indiana Jones in all these four movies? One of the things I want to say is that I can see why people do like these adventure type of films with Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford just brings that character to life, and I see why people enjoy these movies. I see why people go to these movies or say they're some of their favorite movies of all time. I can honestly see why other movies are inspired by these movies, and just in general with them being adventure movies, they're like all time adventure movies. Like I can see why it's regarded as some of the best adventure movies in all of movies. Like as a movie fan, I can respect and appreciate what these movies have done for future movies and other movies in general and film and everything like that. I could I can respect and appreciate what they have done. But to be honest, I gotta say these are movies. These movies aren't bad. Like I watched all four of them, and I can honestly say that I don't think any of these movies are bad or anything like that. But with that being said, I don't think these are movies that will maybe make my all time favorites list. You know, um, I think they're great movies. They're great movies to watch. I was at least entertained by the movies, at least entertained somewhat. But I don't think these are movies that I will probably go back to a whole lot or really watch a whole lot. Like I'm willing to watch them again, down the line maybe. But I don't think these are movies that I'm really going to have an urge or, really want to like see like a whole lot, like, just very often and all that stuff. Like, like I said, I'm willing to watch them again, check them out again and all that stuff. But I don't think these movies will be like some of my favorites. Like I don't think they wouldn't crack my favorites of all time list for movies. You know what I'm saying? Like I can see why people will like these movies. Like especially if you saw these movies as a kid, you would definitely have nostalgia for it. Like I could definitely and totally see why people who watch this as a kid, as a lot of people have said they watch these movies as a kid, I can see how you have nostalgia for it. I can see how you think they're really great movies and all that. And I do believe they're good, great movies. And what they've done for other movies and the inspiration and stuff, I can see that I can have respect for these movies. But like I said, I don't think these are movies that I will really go back to a whole lot to watch. That's just me, that's just my opinion on, after watching all four movies and just watching them. I was entertained by them at least for the most part, but I don't think it'll be movies that I will go back to very often. I do like some of the mythology and kind of conspiracy of some of the adventures that were going on in these movies, like the whole lore and kind of mythology and conspiracy that they were trying to do with these movies, where Indy's going on these adventures and it's basically like myths and things like that, and he believes in, and he goes on these adventures to just recover artifacts and things like that. I think it's a very interesting idea that to do that and base it around different lore and different mythology and all that. But I know I might actually have a hot take on this one, but to be honest, if I had to choose which ones I kind of liked a little bit more, or which ones I was kind of more into a little bit more, this probably might be a hot take, but I actually kind of like three and four a little bit more, or like at least I was more engaged with it to like actually watching it and like actually kind of liking it a little bit more. I know that's probably a hot take and all that because first and I usually hear the first one is like the best or is regarded as the best, and the second one too is kind of up there. Don't really hear too much stuff about three and four other than that they're the weakest of the whole series, especially with four. A lot of people hate number four, but honestly, when it came down to it, and like I said, I was still entertained by all four movies. But if it came down to it, to which one I was kind of more engaged with and kind of got a little bit more out of, it was kind of three, which I believe is what The Last Crusade, right? And number four, which is Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I really liked those ones a little bit more, and I was more engaged with those ones. When it came down to like Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, like the whole conspiracy behind it, where it's like dealing with aliens and all that. So I really like that, and especially with me like growing up and stuff like that. I used to watch a lot of conspiracy theories and things like that growing up and all that stuff. So like being able to like see that to where Indiana Jones takes on this whole thing to where it's like it turns out to be just aliens and stuff like that. honestly, it's an interesting concept, and I actually was engaged throughout the whole movie, wanting to see what happens next and stuff like that. And then with number three, with the Last Crusade, I think was very interesting too, with the search for the Holy Grail and all that. All that, like I like the conspiracy and the myth behind things like that. So I think the movies are good when it comes to giving us those adventure type films and giving us some lore from different things and conspiracy and mythology and things like that. It's very interesting to be able to see that in these movies. But like I said, I don't think these are movies that I will go back to very often. Like I said, I'm willing to watch them again and check them out again whenever down the line, But I don't think these are movies that will like really crack my favorites all time list or anything like that with movies. And they're movies that I probably won't go back to anytime soon right now. But honestly, I at least glad I was at least able to check them out and see for myself, if I would enjoy them or not, or if I'll be entertained by them or not, whatever, and all that. And for the most part, I think these are good, great movies. I can see why people like these movies, even love these movies. But these movies are not necessarily movies for me that I would go back to. And but even though that's the case with that, I still was actually entertained by these movies and still was able to enjoy aspects of these movies and see why people actually do love these movies. So the question now is that now that I've seen all four of these Indiana Jones movies, will I be watching Dial of Destiny? And I could honestly say that I don't think I would check it out in theaters. Like I know it's coming out very soon, or I think it's coming out like a couple days probably. But I don't think I'll check out Dial of Destiny in theaters. But once it hits streaming, I'm willing to check out Dial of Destiny once it hits streaming. Like if it comes on streaming and all that stuff, like if it happens to be on Disney Plus or wherever it goes for streaming, I'm willing to check it out. Considering it's going to be the last Indiana Jones movie, at least as far as I know, it's the last one. I'm willing to check it out. I'm willing to check it out and see how it is. Considering that I've watched the other four movies, I would at least want to check out that movie to at least say that I've watched all the Indiana Jones movies. To at least say that I've given them a chance. I've given them a chance. I watched through all of them, and I've given them that chance. So, like I said, I don't think I'll check out Dial of Destiny in theaters, but I'm willing to check it out once it hits streaming. So, with that being said, I know I had a hot take with that, saying that I kind of like three and four a little bit more. But that's I'm just trying to be honest, give my honest opinion on these movies and all that. I understand why people might like these movies. I really do. I understand why people like these movies and love these movies, enjoy these movies. I really do. I can see it. I definitely can see it. But it's just my honest opinion that I will not necessarily go back to these movies very often. But yeah, I just wanted to do this little video for y'all, telling y'all that I actually did check out Indiana Jones for the first time, and just give my thoughts on these movies. What I thought about them and all that stuff. But yeah, let me know down in the comments below what are your thoughts on the Indiana Jones franchise, and what did you think about my comments? But that's gonna do it all for this video. Hope you all enjoyed it. Remember, if you want to be part of Team Legendary, all you gotta do is subscribe and turn notifications on so you know when I post another video. Hope you all have an awesome day, and remember, be legendary.